So we are going to discuss a problem of transfer phenomena. So derive the equation giving the velocity distribution at a steady state for laminar flow of a constant density fluid with constant viscosity flowing between two flat parallel plates. The velocity profile desired is at a point far from the inlet or outlet of the channel. Okay, the two plates will be considered to be fixed and of infinite width with the flow driven by the pressure gradient in the x direction. So this is the first top plate and this is the bottom plate. Both plates are fixed and the thickness of this and the fluid is flowing between these two plates. So the thickness of the fluid which is flowing between two plates is 2y naught, or we can say that the distance between two plates is 2y naught. Okay, and we are considering the origin of a coordinate or origin of the axis at the center of these two plates. Okay, so y naught is varying from center to a top plate and from center to a bottom plate. Okay, if it will vary in this direction, so it will be minus negative y naught. It will, if it will vary in upward direction to a top plate, so it will be positive. Okay, and fluid is flowing in x direction, and we know very well that fluid is not flowing in y and z direction, so the velocity of vy and vz will be 0. Only the velocity vx will be existed. Okay, and this vx velocity is a function of y because fluid is flowing in a fully developed manner. Okay, so it will show a parabolic velocity profile. Okay, which will be a function of y. Okay, so and we are also considering that fluid is flowing in a horizontal direction between two plates. Okay, and viscosity and density of the fluid is constant. Okay, so now we are applying the equation of continuity del Vx by del x plus del Vy del y plus del Vz by del z equals to 0 for an incompressible and steady state flow. For an incompressible fluid and steady state flow. Okay, so we know very well that fluid is flowing in x direction, so the velocity Vy and Vz will be equals to 0. So if we put this in this equation, so we will get del Vx by del x equals to 0. Now we are writing a x component of momentum equation because fluid is flowing in x direction, so we will use this component, a rho within bracket del Vx by del t plus Vx del Vx by del x plus and so on. Also in this equation, this is the pressure term and this is the body forces and this is the viscous force term and this is the acceleration term. Generally this equation comes from a Newton's second law of motion, or the physical significance of this equation is based on the Newton's second law of motion. Okay, so we know very well that y equals to 0, vz equals to 0. If we differentiate this, so this will be 0. If further differentiate this, so this will be 0, and vx is a function of y. So if we differentiate this with respect to x, then it will be equals to 0 and this will also equals to 0, and del Vx by del y will not be equals to 0 because it is a function of y, so it will have some value. Okay, so this will not equals to 0. Okay, but del Vx by del z equals to 0 because it is a function of y, so it will give the 0 value, and del Vx by del t equals to 0 for a steady state flow. Now we will put all these values in equation 3rd in this equation. Okay, flow is steady state. It means velocity of the fluid is not varying with respect to time, so this term will be 0. Del Vx by del x from the equation of continuity, from this equation this this term will be 0. Velocity of the fluid in y direction, Vy equals to 0, so this term will be 0. Vz equals to 0 because no velocity in a z direction, so Vz 0, then this term will also equals to 0. Okay, this will remain because fluid is flowing in horizontal direction due to the pressure difference. Okay, this is the body force term, so we will discuss about this later. Okay, and this will be 0 from this equation. If we further differentiate this, then it will give this, so this will be 0, this will not be 0, this will also be 0. Okay, because Vx is a function of y, so it will be the 0 value. Only 3 term will remain this equation, this term, pressure term plus body force term plus mu multiply this term. So finally we will get this equation. Okay, and we know very well that fluid is flowing in horizontal direction between two parallel plates, so there is no gravitational force, so G x equals to 0. If fluid flows between two parallel plates in vertical direction, in vertical upward direction, so we will use Gx equals to minus G. If fluid flows vertically downward direction, so we will use Gx equals to plus G. Okay, but in this case Gx equals to G equals to 0. So we will put this value in this equation, so we will get this mu del square Vx by del y square equals to del P by del x. Now we will convert this equation in ODE form by applying some concepts. Okay, or by applying a definition of the derivative. So we will get this equation d square Vx by dy square equals to 1 by mu dp by dx. Now we will integrate this equation. Okay, so this dy term will come this side. Okay, so if we integrate this equation, d square Vx, so d square Vx will give dVx, and dy square will come this side, so this complete term will work as a constant. If we integrate this term with respect to this dy, so it will work as a constant. Okay, so it will give dy equals to y into 1 by mu dp by dx plus c1. Okay, so if we integrate this by multiplying dy square, so dy square will give dy into y. Okay, plus c1. So we can write this equation this form, dvx by dy equals to y, and this. Now we will apply the boundary condition. Boundary condition first, dvx by dy equals to 0 at y equals to 0. So in the center, we know very well at the center the velocity of the fluid is constant, is a maximum velocity, that is the fixed velocity, or that is the constant velocity. Okay, so this dvx by dy equals to 0. If we differentiate any constant term with respect to y, so it will give the 0 at y equals to 0. Or a gradient at center, gradient of a velocity at a center equals to 0. Okay, now we can write that equation this from dvx by dy equals to this. Now we will further integrate this equation, so it will give this plus c2. Now we will apply the boundary condition second, Vx equals to 0 and y equals to y naught, because we know very well these plates are fixed, these plates are not moving, so this y will be equals to y naught here, then the velocity of fluid will be 0 at a surface of plate. Okay, so this Vx equals to 0 at y equals to y naught. So we will apply this condition in equation 7. So we will get the value of C2 constant. Okay, now we will put this value in equation 7. So we will get the value for a velocity distribution between a two parallel stationary plates. Okay, so Vx equals to 1 by 2 mu dp by dx within bracket y square minus y naught square. Okay, now we are going to calculate the maximum velocity. So maximum velocity will be given at y equals to 0. So Vmax at y equals to 0, so we will put this condition in equation 8. Okay, this y will be 0, then Vx will be V maximum. So maximum velocity equals to 1 by 2 mu dp by dx within bracket minus y naught square. Okay, now we want to derive a relation between a local velocity and maximum velocity. Okay, so we can write this relation in this form: Vx equals to Vx maximum bracket 1 minus y by y naught whole square bracket closed. Okay, so the velocity profile is a parabolic. Okay, so here we are also getting a parabolic velocity profile in terms of y. Thank you.